The Smith family has had their fair share of troubles these past couple of years, and the list is just not coming to an end. First it was Jada with the red table, then Will with the Oscar slap, and now it looks like Jaden is dragged into some drama too. Let's go over how while filming Life in a Year, Jaden Smith revealed shocking information that his hotels spiked his food and kicked him out, starting with getting kicked out. Unfortunately, not everyone has a fantastic experience while visiting luxurious hotels. Some time ago, Jaden Smith turned to Twitter to share with the world his less than stellar experience at the Four Seasons Hotel, Toronto, Canada. Exactly how awful was it? Well, according to him, a meal there made him want to vomit up on himself. He added, "Not good at all, it would appear." The young actor wrote a series of cryptic tweets in which he looked somewhat agitated about his hotel experience in Toronto shooting Life in a Year, beginning with, quote, "The Four Seasons in Toronto just made me want to puke up on myself." The tweets detailed the author's disgust with the establishment. Quote, "I hope the Four Seasons in Toronto puts me on the no-stay list." Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's kid continued, and that wasn't even the end of his tirade. Instead, he went on to complain about how the Four Seasons in Toronto spiked his pancakes with cheese, and went on to say that he's surprised he's still alive. And if that wasn't insulting enough, he also claimed that they threw him out of his room. Sources have uncovered that despite his comments, Jaden had been a hotel guest for many days and was unhappy about having to leave. The Karate Kid star's last-minute appeal was denied because it could not be carted to at the very last minute. According to a reliable source, Jaden tried to get an additional hotel room, but the place was already at capacity due to the mix of multiple events taking place in the area, and the biggest of all of them was the weekend's homecoming show. Up next is the story of the spiked food. Now, let's go over the spiked cheese pancakes. E! News can confirm that the renowned lemon ricotta hotcakes from the Four Seasons brand are still available at the Toronto location of the hotel, and that is what he ordered. So one thing's for sure, there was nothing wrong with the food or they would have pulled it from the menu. Looks like the issue here was that it just did not turn out the way he wanted and hence messed up his stomach. Maybe he didn't catch the word ricotta in the name of the pancakes. Had he caught it, he would have known even before ordering that it would have some semblance of cheese in it. Many sources tried to talk to Four Seasons Hotel Toronto, but they decided to stay hush-hush on it. Yikes. Maybe they were too scared there'd be even more bad publicity for their hotel if they said anything. Let's talk about 8 famous people who were kicked out of public places, starting with Salma Hayek at number 8. We were all somewhat taken aback when we learned the real reason Salma Hayek was expelled. The way she's acting here doesn't fit with who she is. It's easy to see her excelling in the classroom. As it turns out though, the New Orleans nuns at the Academy of the Sacred Heart disagreed. They expelled her because she played too many practical jokes on her fellow students. Like, come on, who is she playing these jokes on anyway? Holy women. Salma, when she was age 6, was playing pranks on the nuns at her New Orleans Catholic elementary school. We just can't accept it as true. Salma looks like the most practical person on earth, but looks can be deceiving. We just cannot imagine Salma placing cellophane over the toilet seat or a bucket over the entryway as booby traps. However, it seems that she did, and the nuns did not take well to the situation, as expected anyway. Salma went on to have a fantastic career in Hollywood. It's a shame she doesn't get cast in more humorous parts since she has a natural knack for humor. Next is Paris Hilton at number 7. The Huffington Post quotes Jennifer Dunn in a spokesperson for Wynn Resorts Ltd. as saying, quote, "Hilton is barred from Wynn Las Vegas and Encore." Paris had a small bag of cocaine fall out of her purse as she reached in for some lip balm while vacationing at the Wynn Las Vegas. According to reports, a nearby police lieutenant was able to grab the narcotics from the suspect's hand. During this time period, Paris was in a relationship with Cy Waits, and stories indicate that the Cadillac in which they were traveling smelled strongly of marijuana. Both Paris and Cy were taken into custody when police found the stub of marijuana cigarette in the vehicle. Moving on, at number 6, Madonna. The New York Post claims that Madonna saw the premiere of 12 Years a Slave at an Alamo Cinema in Austin, Texas. She was reportedly texting for a long time throughout the movie and was told to stop many times. They asked her to leave because of her hesitation. The company's CEO, Tim League, decided to write a tweet about what happened in one of the company's Austin theaters. He made the statement, quote, "Madonna is prohibited from seeing movies at all Alamo Drafthouse locations until she apologizes to film fans." After realizing how much attention it would get once people discovered that Madonna was the one who was chastised for something that was already against their rules, Tim League reportedly stopped treating it as a joke, according to Entertainment Weekly. Not to forget Ruby Rose at number 5. In 2016, Ruby Rose was asked to leave the New Orleans eatery Rebellion Bar and Urban Kitchen after the owner said she tossed food at the bartender and shouted at her. Rose justified her actions by explaining her reasons. She said that her manager, assistant, and she waited an hour and a half for fries and another half an hour and a half for dinner that never arrived. The bartender heard her and offered them drinks after she informed them, but she rejected them. After making derogatory remarks about her sobriety, the bartender eventually urged her to, quote, go call your effing sponsor. For her part, Rose retaliated by lobbing french fries in his direction. What do you think? Was she justified in doing what she did? Following up, Miley Cyrus at number 4. It's terrible when a whole nation bans you, but racism is totally unacceptable, so we get it. Miley Cyrus's 2009 picture with pals in which they made fun of Asians led to her being banned from China. The singer was caught on camera squinting her eyes by drawing her lids back. The Chinese government was not amused by the Hannah Montana alum's boring explanation in which she claimed she was just joking and made a silly look. They said that they, quote, didn't want their kids' brains polluted by her American ignorance. Due to her blatantly Bangers World Tour performance, Cyrus has been banned from the Dominican Republic as well, so maybe this one's not justified because some fans even call it. What's more, Lindsay Lohan at number 3. Famously known, Lohan has enormous outstanding debts at the Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood, and she has been banned from staying there. However, Lilo now says that she has paid the hotel the $46,350.04 that she owes them before the incident. No one knows whether Lohan's repayment of the costs ended in the lifting of the ban, but the actress and socialite hasn't been seen having fun at the club in recent years. Maybe it's because she's keeping away from that path, or maybe it's the ban. Who knows? Then there is Charlie Sheen at number 2. Now, this man was banned from the Plaza Hotel in NYC. Fans of Home Alone are likely familiar with the Plaza Hotel in New York City. Charlie Sheen is no longer allowed to stay at the hotel when he visits New York City. The former star of 2.5 Men was once kicked out of a hotel after he stripped nude and drugged up in the room. The incident required the intervention of the NYPD, and the Plaza's management made it clear that Sheen was never welcome there again. Not to mention Nikita Khrushchev at number 1. In 1959, when Nikita Khrushchev, then the head of the Soviet Union, visited the United States, he was denied entry to Disneyland for security grounds. Khrushchev was infuriated by the apparent slight. Quote, I was told that I could not go to Disneyland, Khrushchev said. I asked, why not? What is it? Do you have rocket launching pads there? I do not know. Khrushchev's wife and children were invited by the U.S. Department to visit Disneyland, but they turned down the offer. What is it? He asked. Is there an epidemic of cholera there or something? Or have gangsters taken over the place that can destroy me? Then what must I do? Commit suicide? And that's a wrap for this video, my friends. So what did you think of Jaden getting kicked out and ending up with a bad stomach? Was he at fault or was it the hotel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're down there, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.